So we got a little boat arena. You can see all the little boats. It's a nice little spot. It's actually a nice day, but I'm just waiting for a ride. Still trying to find trips, but ain't nothing coming on there. It's got like a $3.50 surge. Then with Lyft, I think Lyft's still got a bonus zone, 40%, but the 40% is nothing. I don't like Lyft's bonuses. So, what I really want to try, if you look, see how Coral Gables, all that is pretty busy. $7 surge. But I'm way up here, so for me to drive way down there, it's kind of deadhead. Doesn't really make sense. So I need to hope for a ride to go down there. I mean, it'd be nice to go down there, but I got lucky and got a ride down there. But to not have a ride down there, it feels really good right here with the breeze. Like almost, it was hot over there where I was at walking, but right here it feels good with the breeze from the beach. But it's 2:40. I ain't got nothing. So maybe that means something good's gonna pop up. You never know. Never know. So, get out, make sure it's clean. Alright, so I was gonna get something to eat. I was walking over there, and then I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do it, save some money. I'll just eat tomorrow. So, it's time to work. It's time to make some money. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over to, not really South Beach, but Ball Harbor, Aventura, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to start over there, see if I can't catch a ride to Coral Gables, because I don't want to deadhead straight there. Or I'm end up at the airport, one or the other. But I do want to try to get down to Coral Gables, because there's some money down there. I made money yesterday. But I can get a good ride somewhere, you never know. So we'll see what happens. And let's get in this episode. Let's make some money, because today's Thursday, and I gotta make some money. So you can see how it's got all those, and then even with Lyft, you got bonus zones. So this whole area stays pretty lit up. But what it is Lyft's trying to compete with Uber. They're trying to, now I got a request, comfort ride. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna take comfort off. I forgot I had it on there. So I did pretty good yesterday with just Premier XL, so I'm gonna stick with it. I got Lyft on just black, so we'll see what happens. See how there's always a little bit of traffic, but they're always like in this little spot, they're always building. I got a dollar surge too. They're always building or doing construction, because you got all these nice houses, and then they're building like this house. So you'll have them doing stuff, and they'll block off one lane, so it creates congestion and traffic. It's kind of a pain sometimes. You got to be careful. I should be able to snag a ride to the airport, I'm hoping. And then if I get one to the airport, I might end up in Coral Gables. Or might end up at Fort Lauderdale. Be honest with you, I know a lot of people be like, hey, maybe I'll see you later. But what you don't realize is, as a driver, I can end up in Naples next if they pay me good enough. I'm not saying I'd take it, but you never know where that next ride's going to lead you. And that really kind of depends on what you take, where you go, and what kind of day you're gonna have. Like I could say, you know what, guys, today I'm gonna film in Brickell. I might not even get a ride to Brickell, or might not even make it to Brickell, and then end up somewhere else. Even if I do get to Brickell, I could end up at Coral Gables or South Beach, and then trying to get back would be kind of pointless. You can't really just be stuck in one exact area. And then down here, I mean, when I was working Palm Beach and stuff, I'd get a ride to the Miami airport. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna work today. I keep getting all these scams call me. But they keep having, I'll keep getting pulled down here. It's like, all right, I'm gonna do West Palm or Boca today, right? And then a lot of times it's hard to stay in that area. Now you can decline rides and try to stay there, but at that same time, it's like, so I'm gonna lose money just to film one area. It's kind of hard. So that's why when you see certain episodes, it's based on what I worked that day. And even in the beginning, I might say, hey, I'm gonna do this area today, and I end up in a whole different area. Because I can't really control to an extent where I work. I can sometimes, like Halloween, you were kind of just stuck in one spot in a way, because there's just so many people going from a bar to their house, to a party, to a house, to a club, to a house. And I still was kind of all over the place. So I could just do all episodes like South Florida and it would kind of cover everything, but I try to just put on the labels like what area I worked that day. Not necessarily saying I tried to work that area, but unfortunately, next ride or any ride can pull you wherever you never know. I mean, I worked in Jacksonville, I'd get a good ride from the airport and end up, or even from the beaches and end up in Daytona or Orlando, and I would just stay there for the day. Especially if it was my first ride and it paid good enough, I was going, I'm staying. I'm not gonna come back, and I'm not gonna get a ride back. Even though people would complain about it, and Uber has the data, it could be like, I know this driver's from Jacksonville, let's send him this request so he could go back with a ride, and we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, Uber doesn't care about that. Now, they did just come out with this new thing and says we're building a fairer experience. We'll see about that. So sometimes it's a slow start. And it's like one of those days when it's like, I need to make some money, because I extended my stay at the Airbnb. I paid a little bit, like a little too much to get my laundry done, but they folded it, did a good job. I kind of messed up, so it was kind of on me. Sometimes I just don't manage everything properly, and it costs me money that I don't always necessarily have. So it is what it is. No reason to complain about it. But I have a feeling I'm going to make some money today. It's just a matter of getting that good start. If I can get that good ride to start off with, that actually really just makes the day. But you got to be positive too. Like, can't be negative. You know, and I hate to say a lot of times, like, oh, I ain't got no money or I'm broke. I'm just trying to be real about it. But at the same, because everybody wants to flash stuff. I'm not flashing anything. I'm working for it, and it's not easy. But at the same time, I hate kind of throwing that out there, because it kind of makes it harder, it's, in a sense. And I don't really try not to say it, but I got to be real about it, because it is true. Like, I know I got to get commercial insurance. All that stuff's going to be expensive, but I budgeted for that kind of stuff. So I'm waiting on all this stuff to kind of follow through to get it settled so I can leave the state. But at the same time, I can't just go around and just blow money for no reason. Like, I'm trying to do it, and I have kind of spent a little bit more here and there in certain spots in certain areas, because I was testing things out. I didn't really know. I had a plan, but that plan has changed a lot in the sense of how to actually execute that plan, because what my original thought was and what it looks like on paper, totally different. So you've got to be mindful of that. Like, it's not as easy. Like, I was going to do this trip a week per state and knock it out in a little over a year. Well, that's not going to happen. And that's based on a lot of different things. And some of those things I can't really control, but it's fine because it actually works out better. I'll actually make more money. It's just than what I would do in a week, but it's going to take longer, and I haven't even left yet, which is taking longer. So there's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. People go so slow, like when they turn sometimes, but I do it too sometimes. So I always pay attention. You gotta pay attention down here. You gotta be on point when it comes to Miami, because people, I don't think they pay attention. But I drive so much, I pay attention. I really do. I do a pretty good job paying attention, because you can't just take stuff for granted. You've got to literally pay attention. You got to be it's not even really a defensive driver. You just got to be a paying attention driver. That's what you got to be. It's not about defense or offense. It's about pay attention. You got to pay attention. And I do. Like, I know when I'm sitting here talking this, it looks like I'm not, but I'm focused ahead. I'm actually paying. It's just one of those days where this slow starts really got me like, I wish I could take off. I wish I could afford to not work today. I really do. Like, it's not like I don't feel down or anything like that. Actually, great. Sometimes I am down, whatever, but I feel great. It's just this slow start really kind of dulls my wanting to work. It's like, well, I was really motivated to work. Now it's like I'm not getting anything, and it's like, dang, wish I could take off. Wish it was my day off. It's like you drive around, you see all these people like doing stuff. You're like, man, looks like they're having fun. Be good to do something, but I gotta make some money. So we're right here at the marina. I'm just pulling in here to like chill for a second, because I'm not getting any rings and I don't feel like driving around. So I figured I'd park over here, show you guys some yachts. Get a good view of some boats. Maybe you can see them, maybe you can't, but some nice little boats. You got all the boats out there. And those are actually probably small compared to most of the other boats. But I'm gonna park for a second and just wait to get a ride, because I don't feel like driving all the way down. I just turned down the wrong way. But you know what? I could back in, or I could do a U-turn or something. That's what I'll probably do. So I drove around for like 40 minutes. I haven't gotten anything. So it had me thinking, it's Thursday, should I just work later tonight and just skip this little daytime? So that's what I'm gonna try. Hopefully it works, because I'm not getting anything. Yeah, there's a lot of surges, there's a lot of traffic, but ain't nobody ordering a Premier ride or XL ride or Lyft Black. Like, nobody. Which is weird. But tomorrow's probably the busier time when people are flying in and stuff, so you think today would be too, but I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong little spot, but to go that long without getting a ride really kind of really just kind of makes it like, dang. That's, be honest with you, that's when working 7 days a week sucks, because it'd be nice to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a day off, but I can't. Like, I gotta make money. I can't afford to take a day off, unfortunately. And that's the hard thing about it, is like, it's like I can't afford to take a day off. Like, it's like I gotta make money, and it's frustrating because some days just aren't as busy. And it's like great when you have a job and you're like, oh, it's not busy, good, I don't feel like working a day. Then you could just work a busier day because somebody obviously never wants to work, whatever, right? But this job, ain't no counting on that. It's literally work every day. And when it's slow, it makes it hard, because then you're like, I could really need some money, but it's not busy. Well, I got a ride. I was going to tell you guys that I'm going to start my day off with my new song that kind of gets me motivated. If you listen to the song, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But hey, I got a ride, $13.99. I don't even know where it's going though. But it's not far, because it's $13.99. There's hotels right here, because if you'll look how close I am to the airport. Now, I was staying over here at the Motel 6. They didn't have any Wi-Fi. And then, remember what I said, you can stay close to the airport to work it, but what good is it if every ride from the airport is far away from it? So it doesn't do you any good, right? And it's not like you're staying close enough to where, hey, I could sit in my hotel room and I'm in the queue. No, it doesn't work like that. But got a ride, now I got to get all the way over with all this traffic. So let me pick this person up, and let's see how this day is starting off better now, because earlier it was but I guess it was telling me, you know what, you need to stay away from Miami for today. So hey, I listen to the app sometimes, and then sometimes I fight with it, and sometimes I tell it I just want to throw it out the window, but I can't because it's expensive. See how it made me go down an alley? It's not even a road. I could have turned right there. Now I'm on an alley. Well, I did it. I just got a $52 ride. Couldn't show you because I had a guy in the car to Miami Beach. So I guess I am going to be working in Miami. See, that's how it is. Like, you might try to do one area, you end up in another. So good thing is I made $14 off of that one. I'm going to make $52, you know, if they tip whatever, but $52 off a Premier ride, which means I'm going from right here in Aventura to South Miami Beach. So it's going to be not that far a ride, but there's a lot of traffic, because I think it was only like 14 miles or something. Like, it's not very much. But let me go pick up these people, and let's go make some money tonight. Hopefully I can get over to Coral Gables. You know, let's go try and take a break from the Miami traffic. But hey, if it's gonna pay me, I'm going. I don't care, to tell you the truth. If they pay me $1,000, I'd take them to Jacksonville. I don't care. Probably go up there and grab my jacket and stuff, but now I wouldn't even need them, which is crazy, but whatever. So I picked up that $52 ride, took them to South Beach. They had to take her sister to the airport. They tried to pay me cash. I said no. So that ride turned into like $90-something. Which it was weird, because she only paid like $115 and I got like 96 out of it. But she was like, didn't really understand. They spoke Spanish, which my head's killing me, because That girl was yelling at whoever on the phone the whole time, and it's just like, oh, Spanish women just get too into whatever they're saying. It's just craziness. But I mean, it was just wow. But she was mad, but whatever. But they were talking, they were having issues or whatever, and then I dropped them off at a nice hotel, and then she wanted to pay me cash. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I don't have the insurance. They didn't really understand it, but I had to stop for her because it's so way out the way. I had to do it. I mean, you stop at the gas station, I'm gonna make you have it stop, but you go way out the way I got to. I ain't got no choice. My head's killing me though. So now I'm at the airport. Should get a ride. Super busy, tons of black vehicles. But I was on South Beach. See, last ride, $96. Literally 2-stop ride. So wasn't too bad. Made it to the airport and all that, but it's still not popping up. But let's see if I can get another ride. Should now, because it was to the airport, so shouldn't be no issue. Airport does seem busy. I got Premiere on, all that, but my head's killing me. She was yelling loud. Luckily, she like moved over to the other seat because she was sitting like right behind me. And then I don't know who she was yelling at. Some guy. She talked to like 3 different people, but it's Spanish. So I have no clue what she's talking about. Like I have no clue what they said. The one girl spoke. It's weird though how they do sometimes. They act like they don't speak English, and the lady spoke perfectly fine English and understood everything I was saying. So I just don't understand it sometimes. It's like, why do you gotta act like you don't speak English when you do, just because I don't speak Spanish? I mean, you could say whatever you want to say. I don't know what you're talking about. So you can say whatever you want to say. I have no clue what you're talking about. But, and it doesn't matter. I don't care. But, why do you not speak, like, why do you gotta act like you don't speak English when you perfectly do? Let me just go, bus. I'm going right around you and you're good. So let me pick up, see if I can get a ride. Well, I might not get a ride, but what I am going to do is, I almost forgot, but I got to circle back around to get to the waiting lot. I still ain't got a ride. It must not be that busy. It seemed busy. Damn, she gave me a tip too, so I just did pretty good. I felt bad because she was like, seemed like she was mad that I had her at a stop instead of pay me cash, but I mean, what do you want me to charge you, $20 to go to the airport? I'm not gonna. That's way more money than that. I mean, you would have spent the same amount of money. However she was doing it, it wasn't really charging her that much, but it was paying me a lot. That is a instance of how Uber will do what it has to sometimes to lure you into a certain tier, because I think sometimes people don't understand what Premiere is. They don't realize it's black, or they just act like they don't, and then they want to know why it's so expensive. Well, because it's Uber Black. Like, it's the same thing. Like, these people got money though, so I don't know. Like, even though they got money, don't mean they spend it when it comes to rides. Not everybody. Some people do, some people don't. Which probably goes more to some people got money and some people just act like they got money or barely got money or spend a lot to see, like, I don't know, you know. It's Miami, so it don't surprise me. But I got to circle back around here, and I'm gonna head to the waiting lot, and then if I get ride, great. If I don't, well, then I'm out of here, because I'm not hanging out at the airport. Especially Miami airport. It'd be like 300 drivers sitting in that parking lot or in that waiting lot. It ain't worth it. I done made $113 off literally 2 rides. 2 rides, $113. So you can't beat that, man. Lady gave me like a 10% tip because she paid $115. So she gave me 10%. So usually you can gauge what people tip or what they pay. Like, they're usually going to tip 10% or 20%. So you can get an idea about how much what they paid by that. I mean, it's common sense. It's easy math. I mean, most people, when I waited tables, tipped 15 to 20%. 20% is what people should tip. 15 to 18% was like common, or what people thought they should tip, which was fine. It was great. It's better than 10%. 10%'s, you know, but I'm not complaining about 10%. It's great. I still made more money than I would have thought with 15%. And I could have made probably more money. I might have made more money cash. I don't know, but I don't have the proper insurance, you know. I do all this stuff to show you guys. I can't sit there and be like, this is what you got to do. You can't do this, and then me do the opposite. That doesn't make any sense. That's why sometimes doing this stuff, honestly, I lose money because I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and it makes it hard. And I actually think I just went to the dang. All right, well, I'm gonna go through departures again because I forgot where the waiting lot is, or I guess when you do that little circle, you can't get back to the waiting lot. So if I don't get a ride, I'm out of here because I gotta go through it anyway. So I guess it's giving me one more shot, or maybe it was just meant to happen. You never know. Maybe it was like you were meant to wait a couple more seconds so that it could give me a good ride. But I mean, I don't really care. If it gives me a ride, great. If it don't, well, I'm out of here. I'm going to Coral Gables since I'm already by the airport. So we'll see. Miami Airport's, I think Miami Airport's almost, I want to say it's easier for me than Fort Lauderdale Airport. Now, I know most people hate when they fly out of here. They rather do Fort Lauderdale. But I think Miami's easier because it's like one level kind of, and then you got the bottom level. Fort Lauderdale Airport, when you go to pick people up and you go in that bottom, it gets so crowded because it's like compacted up here. It's not, it's kind of open. You can get in and out of here kind of easier. I think it's better. Only problem is you will get people that will stand over there like that and they'll get picked up on the side instead of downstairs where they're supposed to get picked up, which is, I guess they don't care here, so it's fine. Plus, Fort Lauderdale Airport, they're a lot stricter. I know they were ticketing people. Somebody had sent me a video. I was going to put it on there, but I don't even know if I still have it. I was going to put it on there, but plus too, like, I don't really want to take somebody. I mean, it's not like they're going to post it, but I still rather just post content I shot just for purposes. But let me see if I can get a ride. Yes, I didn't get a ride, so it's obviously not that busy. I don't really have time to check Gridwise because there's just too much traffic, there's too much going on, and I couldn't check it on the way here because there's just way too much traffic, too much going on. So I'm literally gonna head to Coral Gables, which I don't even know if I know how to get to Coral Gables from here. To there's a oh, that's Fort Lauderdale Airport. I'm about to say there's a dollar surge at the airport too, and I still can't get it right. But nah, east. Oh yeah, I need to go to Lejeune. That's how you get to whatchamacallit. That's how you get to Coral Gables. Because I remember that street. That was the one I was taking yesterday when I took dude what from the airport. That's very rare. Do I get a ride from the airport to the airport? I don't get one. But it could have been the fact that she didn't put in a flight number, so it might not be registering me technically as the airport. Because she didn't put in like American. I stopped at American. It just had as the airport. So that could have been a glitch. Or honestly, I really don't know. Because that very rarely happens. I do have Premier and all that, but I've always get them. And Miami's going to have Premier rides. It's going to have all that. But it don't really matter. I don't feel like dealing with a long ride anyways. Actually, I do. I don't care. I tell you the truth. I wouldn't mind making some money. But honestly, a long ride might be a little rough because I'm probably going to stop at the gas station, grab me a drink, and take a leak. But it's not like, cause that'd be my luck. It'd be like a long, long drive. We'd be stuck in traffic again, and then I'd really have to go to the bathroom. But I really don't, but I'm going to just because I know if I get stuck in traffic like there's been in that past ride, I've been in traffic since 5 o'clock. Let me see what time that ride started. That ride started, it was 2 hours and 13 minutes. That ride literally started at 5 o'clock and it is 7:15. That's how long I've been stuck in traffic, because I literally stopped at her hotel. Lady had me try to figure out how to do add the other ride, but it's in Spanish too, so I have no clue. I can't read Spanish, so I can't speak Spanish. Only thing I know is sí, and that's it. I don't even know if I know any other words. But I don't know Spanish, which I should have learned Spanish, but in high school I took sign language because it's English with your hands. We had a deaf teacher, so all you do was cover your mouth, yell the answers. She couldn't read your lips. Everybody got good grades. It was great. The hardest thing was to sign a song because it's not actually the same way, but only thing sign language came in handy though, unfortunately, was when I was locked up. But you're just spelling, you're not actually doing sign language. you're actually just spelling letters. You're just spelling out words, which I couldn't see that bad all the time. Then I messed these things up last night somehow. I must have like leaned on them and I like bent them, and I can't figure out how I bent them, but they look fine, but there's something off about them and I can't figure out what it is. But I was gonna buy some new ones anyways. I'm just gonna get those metal ones so I can do the content better, because I have a thing to put this up here, like I put it up there on the windshield right there, but I can't show you the trips because I can't go grab it and go like this, you know. So I'm gonna get the glasses when I save up some money, because they're not cheap, and do it probably when I get my student loan little thing back. I'll do them, because I wasn't gonna get them, but I think it'd make it easier, so I could put this up there and then I could do it like that, and then I could just click on it and say, look at this trip, and then I could get more of the trips. And actually I could probably get them when people are in the car, because I could be like, click, and just take it, and then they wouldn't even know, because I can't pull out the camera. I probably could. People probably wouldn't say nothing, and maybe eventually I'll get to the point where enough people know me that I could do it, but hey, you know, and film it, and they wouldn't mind. But I just not going to do it without somebody knowing, especially if they don't speak English that good, because I don't, you know, I don't want any issues or any misunderstandings. So I just, you know, just leave it at that. Sometimes it's just easier. So I just passed like 4 gas stations, and I don't think none of them had a restroom. But I always buy stuff at the gas station. Like, I gotta quit drinking energy drinks, but I always buy stuff because if I'm gonna stop and use the restroom, I want to buy something so I don't feel like I'm. But at the same time, you guys gotta understand, like, we don't have a bathroom for our job. Our job is literally everywhere, so we don't have like a. We don't. It's like, oh, you work here, you use the bathroom. No, like, we don't have that. I can't really. Always try to buy something. It is hard, but I still try to do it. So I had forgot I had lift on, because I had lift black on. So when I was crossing the bridge from South Beach to the airport, but it's not 195, it's the other little one where they're doing tons of construction. It comes on like $35 black ride, and I'm like, I had to, you know, I cancel. Obviously I cancel it because I had like a $90-something Uber Premier ride, so way better. But I was like, figures, I totally forgot I had it on because it's black. It just never ever rings. But yeah, it was like $35, but hey, I made $90-something. I really care less. Actually, I was wrong. I'm at 127. It was 113 is what I made on the last ride. So I thought it was 96, but she gave me a tip because it was 90. She gave me a $17 tip, so it was like $90-something. But she did a pretty good job. So she paid $117 because I seen what she paid, so it was like maybe $1 or $2 more. But she only paid 100. So it was weird. She only paid literally. Uber only got like maybe $20 off that. Maybe, not even. Yeah, about $20 is what Uber got out of that. Which is weird how to do it sometimes, but you know, sure it's gotten her back for other times, but whatever. So I did end up in Coral Gables. I mean, I drove right down there because it's not that far from the airport. Trying to get a drink. I didn't even bother to use the bathroom because I ain't really got to go. So, but a lot of cops everywhere. Trying to get situated where I'm at. Actually waiting for the app to download because it was giving me an issue, and then I needed to update it. So back in these little areas with all these little shops and stuff, you can see all the little. This is Coral Gables area. Can't really show you on the map because I don't even know where I'm at exactly. It's over here by University of Miami, but it's just one of the little side streets somewhere. So I'm waiting for the app to upload or update so I can log back in. Even Lyft's got to do it, so can't even do that one either. But usually when I go offline, it'll say update app now, but it didn't. It was saying it wouldn't connect for some reason. I got Wi-Fi, so I checked it, and I had like a whole bunch of apps I needed updated, so went ahead and did all that. So we'll see what it does once it's done. Got Jaguar. Now I can go online. So literally I made $60 an hour in the last 2 hours. That's pretty good because I made $123. See, that's what it, oh, you missed it. I'm at Peacock Park again. But it's showing it's super busy. But I'm only on Premier, Hourly, and XL. Which I still yet to get a Premier Hourly, which, oh look, $127. So somebody else gave me a tip. So I literally made $65 an hour for 2 hours. That's pretty good. That's awesome. It's crazy though. I feel sometimes like Uber wants you to work a lot. So Uber probably loves that I work every day. Because I was literally thinking like, man, I wish I could take today off because it's not busy early. I drew around 40 minutes. They make no money. And I'm like, oh, great. 2 Premier rides later, I'm at $127. Now somebody asked me, what kind of car should I get? I hate doing UberX in Miami, blah, blah, blah. Well, Uber Premier is going out in Miami first in January. It could be late January, it could be the 1st, I don't know. But it's definitely, and it's already sending me emails, so it's definitely going to happen. So there is no like, hey, I'm gonna buy a car like I have, to where you could do Uber Premier, you could do Lyft Black, and you don't need commercial insurance. So honestly, the only thing you could do is you could buy a vehicle like this, you could do XL, and you could do Lyft Black until you got commercial, and then you could go up to like Palm Beach and Fort Lauderdale and probably do Premier, because it's not going to be, it's just Miami, it's not going to be all that yet, but it is going to slowly roll out across all of it. So what you could do is get a vehicle like this, like the cheapest one you can get, or you get a Tahoe, where similar, but you got a black interior, black exterior. But you got to check Lyft and Uber's guidelines or regulations or standards, requirements, whatever you want to call it. But you got to check both of them. It took me a lot of research to get this vehicle, because I already knew Escalade, Suburban, all that would fit. Now, if you got one of those, honestly, you could do Premier SUV, but you're not going to be able to do it in Miami, but you could do Lyft Black SUV, and that pays a lot more money. So if you can have the money to do it, get the black leather interior. You can make good money, you could save it up, and you could purchase commercial insurance. Now, I'm going to show you how much my commercial insurance costs. I'm going to show you how I pay it, because I'm not going to pay it all at once. I'm going to pay a down payment and pay it over the period. I could get a discount for a couple $1,000s if I did it all at once, but I don't have that much. I do have money budgeted to do it once everything's situated. That's, but I am pretty much broke at this moment. I've got $127, a little bit more, but this week's kind of killed me. But I have stuff budgeted to where I can't really touch it until I do everything I need to do, because I have a goal and I have stuff I'm trying to do. So I am tight on money in the sense of I need more money because I gotta pay bills, but at the same time I got stuff ready for all that. Once it's ready to go, I could do it. I'm gonna break it all down and show everybody, and I'm doing it for a reason. Like, I don't really try to, honestly, a lot of people are like, why do you just show everybody how much you got and this and that? But I just show everybody everything. It's just a vlog. This is literally reality TV at its finest. And I'm just showing you every single thing except for the bank account number and all that, where somebody tried to steal all my stuff or scam me or whatever. I still get a bunch of scam stuff, probably because of this, but I don't really care because I can weed through it. But there's still stuff I'm not going to show because I can't do it. And I'm not going to blur it out either, because if you can blur it, you can unblur it. I don't trust it. You got to think about it like that. So basically, I'm going to show it all, and that's the whole point. Show you guys, like, this is how you do it. This is the way I did it. Now, yours is going to be a little different. Your driving history, all that stuff. So it plays a factor. So it's all going to be a little bit different. Maybe your area, but if you're Miami, it's going to be similar. Same state. Now, mine's going to be higher, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's going to be about $11,000 for the commercial insurance. That's what my quote for Florida was. Well, they couldn't do what I'm doing, so I didn't get it through them. So it might be more, it might be the same. I don't know yet. I'm still waiting to hear back. Then I have to get IRP plates, which are interstate plates. You don't. You're just going to have to get local commercial plates. But you are going to have to pay $2,000 to pick up at that airport Uber Black. Lyft Black you don't, but Uber Black you're going to have to. And you're going to have to pay $300 for each port to pick up also. So I'll break it all down in the episode, which I was shocked. I figured I'd be getting a lot of like 6-7 people or families or some crazy stuff, but you don't really get it like that. But I'm over here by the thing. I'm really kind of frustrated though, because it's like I do so good, and then it's like I can't even get a 20. I got comfort on too. Like I turned it on and I still ain't get nothing. And it's frustrating because it's like, all right, great, I made $127. I'll make some money tonight. I can't seem to make over $200-300. I mean, it's not easy. And I know some people that are like, dude, I've been making like $500, all this, but they do Premier SUV and Premier and Lyft, or black SUV for Lyft pays a lot more money. Like Premier pays good, so I'm not complaining, but that SUV pays a lot more money. Now you'll get those trips. There's probably, I don't know if the market's saturated with that either though, because I mean it is, but it's not. Like you got a lot of Suburbans, but at the same time, see, I think that's the issue too, is I got a lot of Suburbans and a lot of Escalades, and I got to compete with them. They can actually carry more than I can, so they might get it. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's the algorithm, because I literally still get messages on a daily basis. Oh, Tampa airport's busy. I haven't been to Tampa in a month, and I was only there for a week. So what am I getting messages about Tampa airport? I'm not even registered there. I don't get Jacksonville really anymore because I've been down here for so long, but I get Tampa. I will get stuff about West Palm. So now we got a comfort ride to Brickell. I might just take it. It's a match. Probably not going to give it to me anyways. And it did. And it did. Surprisingly, it did. But I'll take it because it's a ride. I need $10. I was about to turn down there and glad I didn't, because it would have been a bad thing. But let me put this. And then that lady was really nice. She flies a lot. So I told her about the airport. So I'm like, look, if you fly a lot, she's like, cabs are always so dirty, but they're reliable. Uber and Lyft's prices fluctuate. She's like, I know what a cab's going to cost me. And I always tell people, look, book that reservation 24 hours in advance. It's probably the cheapest price you're going to get. You're going to beat the surge, and you're going to have a driver. It's going to literally, when you do that, it's literally going to track your flight. You don't have to worry about if it's early, if it's late. You don't have to worry about none of that. You got 45 minutes to get off that plane, get your luggage, and get out there. Tells you where to go, all that. So if you fly a lot, that's what you need to do. Always do a reservation. It saves you money, pays the drivers more. And I always tell people that, but I wasn't taking her from the airport, so that's why I didn't really tell her that. But she was asking me a bunch of questions, so I gave her a lot of advice. And I didn't even tell her about YouTube. I was just telling her why certain things are. And, you know, I always try to help people. I don't like Uber and Lyft, but I'm going to use them to my advantage, same way they're going to use me to their advantage. It's a win-win situation, you know, mutual relationship, mutual beneficial relationship. Even though they're making more money than I am, I still ain't complaining. It could be better, but, you know, right now I'm kind of complaining because I only made $137. But, you know, it's all good. It's not a big deal. I guess I'm going to have to do comfort some, because a lot of people don't. It's weird. You got people that got money that use comfort, and then you got people that got money that use Premier. So I guess it's more of a, some people that got money don't spend it. Some people, and they spend it on certain things. Some people got money and they just spend on all things. But I guess it's just, you know, just different. I don't know. But it's whatever. I got like heartburn. I ate some gummy worms. I got like heartburn, like acid reflux or something. It's like kind of hurts. Like it wasn't bothering me until just now. But I really do gotta use the bathroom now. I didn't even drink none of that drink because I knew it would make me definitely make me have to use the bathroom. But I gotta stop drinking so much energy drinks. I think tomorrow I'm just gonna say, you know what, I'm just gonna buckle down. I'm gonna do the fast for like 7 days. But the problem is that medication makes my mouth so dry, especially if I don't eat. Sometimes when I do it, I'm fine. But sometimes when I don't eat, it's like I really kind of feel blah or weird. And I'm better off if I eat something, because you think you're supposed to take it with food. But when you take something for so long, And the crazy thing, it doesn't even really work, so what's the point? But then if I don't take it, it makes it worse, so it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. But if the fast would work and do what it's supposed to do, or at least help, you never know, it might work, it might not. I mean, it's one of those things, right? You got nothing to lose, then just do it, right? I mean, honestly, like, if you got nothing to lose, you got something maybe to gain but nothing to lose, why not do it? What do you got? I mean, that's the whole point, right? You got nothing to lose, so what's it matter? It's worth a shot, right? Worth a try. Now, I think that's like a little restaurant. We're in Brickell now, so we made it to Brickell. So I did make it to Brickell, finally. I took her from Coral Gables to Brickell. It's like you always come. We're at like a house party that had ballet and stuff, but you see all that? It's a pretty little view. Nice little area, man. But I don't think I'm gonna find a restaurant. Maybe I'll find a porta potty. I'll be fine with that. I just gotta pee. I actually go pee on that tree, but I might get arrested. I'm not really trying to go to jail. You know, definitely not trying to go to jail. Look at all those trees. It's like pretty nice. But down there in Brickell, I really don't know where to go to the bathroom, because I don't know. I don't really come down here. Normally I know places that I can just stop at similar places, but I always buy something. So I mean, I don't think, it's not like I dirty up your bathroom. I keep it clean. And you got a little robot delivering food. I seen them all lined up earlier today for whatever reason. And there's the Marriott. See, at least me, or driving around here with a camera, people don't think twice about it. There's probably a million other people trying to do stuff here, but I'm just going all over. I'm not here just to do content. I'm here because I got taken here from a ride, and I happen to be doing content. Clodus or whatever, I don't know. I don't know these restaurants. Definitely probably won't. I think I ate at one restaurant here one time at a business meeting. Now we're right over here off Biscayne Boulevard. So you got all those buildings right there. You know, you probably see all this stuff on YouTube all the time. You got that Rolls Royce right there, but you see that? See the Rolls Royce? I've seen it a bunch of times, but I'm sure you see this got stuff on there, but you're not gonna really see it from me, but for so much longer, because I'm gonna be in a different area. And you got the stadium. Oh man, still trying to give me these crazy. They must be an event, because they try to give me these short little rides, but they're too much of a pain to really deal with them. Right here, I'm gonna go offline because they're too much of a pain. Like for $8 to drive you 4 blocks is such a pain. I hate this area. Nice little places, but I hate this little area. I'm trying to get out of it. I just had no choice. I don't know. It's like Brickell's such a pain because trying to get into places is really difficult. I don't really like it. Like, I'd rather deal with, maybe it's just because I'm not used to doing it. Like a lot of people, I hope, like, don't take offense when I say I don't like something. It's my opinion, okay? Like, literally, it's my opinion. But like, I'm not used to certain things, and I kind of get in my ways, so I'm kind of like that. And you know, if you don't agree with me, let me know. I don't care. I mean, you're not gonna. One thing you're not gonna do is you're not gonna hurt my feelings. You're never gonna hurt my feelings, because I really do. You know, I don't care. But you don't have to agree with me. Like, everybody doesn't always have to agree with me. I'm not always right. I am wrong a lot of times. I admit that. I am wrong a lot of times. Like, I am not the first one to, I'm not scared to admit, like, man, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I do it all the time. So they got that one arch. I could have swore the other day they had another one done. It didn't fall down, did it? Oh, it's on this side. I'm like, I know we had a storm and it didn't fall down. They're on that side. That's where those were done. Okay, because we had drove through it. I'm like, well, they got a couple of them done. That was because we were coming through the different way. Because I'm like, I know they ain't fall down, but they only got one. The other piece ain't done yet. I thought about going over to South Beach, but I ain't going to do it. I might head up more this way. I'm almost thinking about just calling it a night. I ain't really made any money. I'm just tired to deal with Miami traffic. It's like I'm tired of sitting in traffic. I sat in traffic all day yesterday. I sat in traffic all day again today. It is a pain. I mean, it's great when, I don't know though. Like I made $127 and I spent 2 hours in traffic. Now I can't complain. It's pretty good money for 2 hours, but then I didn't get any more rides. So like, would it be better to do a bunch of little rides and make the same amount, or do one long ride, sit in traffic forever? I mean, sometimes it depends. All right, so I got gas. I went to the bathroom. Yeah, I got to go to the bathroom a million times. It is what it is. I don't care. And I got a ride. Bam! We're gonna do this. We're gonna make some money tonight. Dang, I gotta do a U-turn. I hate that. I need to turn off this blue. Well, I'm gonna do it once I pick them up. But I gotta pick them up. I hate doing a U-turn, but I don't really care. All right, guys. Make a little bit of money. So I've had Lyft on this whole time. No rides. It's crazy, isn't it? Somebody left a comment saying Lyft does the same thing, so that's good to know. I appreciate people when you guys give me a little tips, because you know I give tips, but I don't know everything, and I do appreciate. I like to try to get everybody to kind of work together, so I do appreciate it when other people give me tips, especially in certain areas that I might not be used to. Because if I'm going to give you a tip and you guys give me a tip, I appreciate it. I'm going to tell you that. And thank you so much. And like and subscribe, because it does help. And I do appreciate it. And don't forget about Gridwise, Aventura, Amazon products, all that stuff. I got some other stuff coming out, but I got to figure out how to get things to work, which is part of the whole. I need to take time off to do it, but I just can't afford it. So I'm going to pick up these people. So I picked up them girls. There was like 6 of them from Pizza. They were FIU. But they're going on a cruise, working a cruise in like January to July. So I gave them the card. I said, you guys should do some content. Film it like when you're on it, because people would like to see it. I suggest a lot of people do it. Why not? People would be really interested. You'd be surprised. But they're really cool. They were from like Australia and UK. Now I'm trying to get out. That's the first time I've ever been to FIU. But that's where I'm at right now. I gotta put my seatbelt on. Obviously you can hear it ringing, but I'm trying to go over the speed bumps, and I got a car behind me, so now I can do it. Gotten pretty good at it. At least these speed bumps, they're not too bad, because they're just kind of like those wide speed bumps. But the worst, like I had a girl one night complain about, why'd you go this route? Well, first off, it was shorter. Always gonna go the shortest route, try to save you some money. And they said but I was like, but also because the route it was trying to get me to go was through a neighborhood that I know has, because I know the area has speed bumps. And you might think, well, who cares? Well, do you realize how many neighborhoods I go into a day? How many subdivisions? How many apartment complexes? How many speed bumps my vehicle goes over in a day? That's a lot of wear and tear on my vehicle. So you have to think about it like that. And plus, I was going a shorter route. It's not like I was going a longer route trying to charge you more money, and maybe she thought that's what it was. You know, some girls can be kind of weird. I don't know what other drivers do, but listen, I'm trying to go the shortest route. Those girls were real nice. They were fun. They had one girl was really nice. She was talking about they had actually worked the Alaskan cruise too. We were talking about that because I went on a cruise in Alaska when I was like younger. So that's pretty neat. That's probably what, the third people I met that been to Alaska too. I met the one people that were in I want to say Boca. See, it's all kind of blended together. Imagine when I get like 12 states in. It's just 12 states in. Maybe even just 3 states in. It's really gonna blur it in, but talking about they were saying something about over there they got in the UK or Australia they have Uber, but a lot of drivers do DID or something, because she was talking about Waze. She's like, do you have Waze? I'm like, no, I don't use Waze, because she's like, it tells you where the cops are. I was like, well, I'm not speeding, I'm not really worried about the cops, even though they give me a ticket for the light, but it's all good. I'm not worried about cops. I'm not speeding, I'm not doing anything, so I really don't care. I really don't. Like, when people put that on here, when the drivers put on there, I don't really care, because I don't care about the cops. I don't care about the traffic, because it's usually just normal traffic. I don't care. One thing I care about is that road closed. But see, that was another group of people that were like, oh, we're on YouTube or TikTok. they're like, well, just make sure you click us so people follow us. And I was like, see, some people would like that, show like the footage from the dash cam. I would like to put some on there, be honest with you, but there's certain ways I'd have to do it, and I still haven't gotten it all figured out. Like, once I go back to Jacksonville and I get the commercial insurance situated, I get the IRP plates situated, and I actually get ready to go to Georgia, I'm probably going to take like 3 or 4 days. And I'm going to take like 3 or 4 days and literally get everything situated exactly how I'm going to do it. I'll make enough content so you guys won't be bored for those days, but you just might not see me on TikTok for a couple days. I wonder what people would think. Like, I'm sure some people probably hate me, like, this guy's just always on there, blah, blah, blah. And then some people probably find it interesting. Some people probably groan on, and some people probably just think it's stupid and laugh about it, but it doesn't matter. All that I could care less. Great, just watch it, cool. But well, I wonder what people would do, like, because I post a lot of content. So like, if I just disappeared for like a couple days, people probably like, did he get arrested? Did he die? What happened? But no, you guys probably wouldn't even notice. Some people probably be happy or something, I don't know. I'm just joking. I'm not like that popular, but people are starting to pay attention. I'm sorry, I could tell, but people are paying attention. I'm not saying it like to be like, I'm really not saying it to be like I'm some high and mighty or some celebrity or something crazy. I'm nothing like that. I just say I could tell people are watching it, which is fine. That's all I want. Just watch it. I'm still not making any money really, but it's fine. I'm not really stressing it. I'm making money doing Uber. I mean, I'm making some money doing Uber. I gotta get a better strategy. But I'm just testing everything out. It's all good. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. I'm just gonna do it regardless. I'm just showing you guys what it's like. Then I'm not gonna show you that place because I'm not gonna advertise them. It's not PG-13 to advertise that. I've never been in there. I'm not going in there. I've been in some before. It's a strip club. I've been in some before, but I'm not going to give my money away. The only time we ever really went is like a special occasion, which is what it's kind of meant for. But I'm definitely not going to go in there by myself, and I'm definitely not going to go waste money I don't have. I've already not really wasted, but I already spent enough money that I didn't really need to spend on stuff that just kind of I had no choice at the time. That's kind of hurt, but it's all good. So I got another ride. It's like $8, just a comfort ride, but it's from Cheetah's, you know where that place is, to over here. So it's not that far. I figured, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Help them out. Not really help them out. I need the money. They're helping me out, but I am helping them out because I'm giving them a ride. Probably drunk or whatever. It don't matter. I'm here to give people a ride. No matter if you're drunk or if you're sober, if you're hungry, if you're going to dinner, if you're going to work, whatever you're doing, that's my job. So I'm going to go pick them up or him up, or probably a group of people. I don't know. It's just comfort. It's not XL, but even XL doesn't matter. I figured XL would be like, oh man. Last ride though with the girls, that one was a lot of people. That's what I even thought the XL ride was. And then they had like boxes of pizza, and I thought like they're at a party or something. I was like, do you need me to put it in the back? Whatever. And I was like, wait, never mind. Sorry, I was confused. You guys don't need. I got third row. Don't worry about it. So then the one girl sits in the front. She was real nice. And the people always ask, like, one thing too you see is if you see a driver, they got their seat up, it's because they don't want somebody sitting in the front. But I don't care. I've had girls sit up here, and it's just me and her. I'm like, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Like, I just feel weird though. It's like, because if I'm trying to turn and I'm looking, like, I don't want her thinking like I'm checking her out. Like, my biggest thing, and that's why it's always with a girl, it's like, if you want to talk to me or whatever, like the girl the other night, just get one of my number, you're gonna have to ask me for it, because I'm very like guarded with, I don't want to seem like some creep or something, so I'm not gonna hit on you. I might think you're beautiful, but I'm not gonna hit on you. I'm just not gonna do it, because I don't want to be like, oh, that's that guy, he's a creep. I'm not a creep. I'm not like that. But I like women, but I just don't want to be, I don't want somebody to think that. So, and I don't want a girl to be uncomfortable because I'm dropping you off at your house and, oh, he knows where I live. I don't know where you live. Like, I go through that thing, it doesn't give me your address. I couldn't get back to your house if I wanted to. So, you know, literally, I don't have your address. I don't have all that info, only during the ride. At the end, when I show you guys all those trips, do you see the actual address? No. So it doesn't show all that information. But I don't care if you sit in the front. But if you do see a driver with their seat like that, that's why. And it's their card, whatever. I say, you know what, if you want to sit in the front, you paid for the ride. I don't care where you sit. If you want to sit all the way in the third row and be way back there, go for it. I don't really care. You know, just don't smoke in my vehicle. That's all I ask. And then I prefer, don't smoke in the vehicle. Please don't. Because I don't smoke in the vehicle. I don't want nobody smoking in the vehicle. And I don't want the next people to smell smoke in the vehicle. Like that one night, I had the guy smoked a cigarette right before he got in. I can't really smell the cigarette. Sometimes I can smell things, sometimes I can't. And very rarely can I. And if I do, it's either super strong or whatever. Because that's why you hear me go like that, because my nose is so dry. But that messes me up too, plus COVID. But I knew because he smoked a cigarette that he got in and the car was going to smell like a cigarette. Because he literally blew it out before he got in, threw it out, stomped on it. I knew it was going to smell like a cigarette. So what I do, I stop, I spray the car, and make sure that it doesn't smell like a cigarette. I have that OZM spray, and it works like a charm. But you can't spray it and then like pick somebody up. Like, you got to spray it, let it sit. Don't sit in it either, because it's not good for you. Drive, wait for a minute, and then drive with the windows down to kind of air it out, because the OZM spray is strong too, and you don't want the other people to be like dying too, because it's not really good for you to breathe in. But it works like a charm. Two guys from the UK, but they were pretty nice. Most of these people are pretty nice. So when you pick up people, they want to go all the way to Miami Beach for $22. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing a comfort ride that far. I'll do Premier. See, a lot of these people that have money, like, they're staying as a diplomat, right? But they're from the UK. Well, who knows what they spend in that place too, you know? But I got to turn comfort off. A lot of these people just order comfort to save money. It's like they don't spend the money on the car service, but they'll spend money on other stuff, which, you know, I mean, it's how it is. So you have that group of people that spend that money on Premier. And then some of the people order Premier, they don't realize what it is. Because I could tell by the way they talk, like, why is it so expensive? Like, is it just popped up first and you picked it and you don't pay attention? Or was it cheaper? I don't understand. Like, because that lady literally, what she paid for, what I made, Uber didn't make anything, really. They basically covered their commercial insurance. So I don't know if it's got to be a marketing tactic to where, hey, get you used to this tier, it's Premier, nice car, all this, and then bam, we jack the price up on you. Now, the people got money, but it doesn't mean they got money, doesn't mean they're going to spend it. I mean, honestly, unless they're riding around in a Rolls Royce with a private driver, which if you need one, just let me know, I'll do it. Because I seen one earlier, actually I seen like two of them. I was like, I'll take that job in a heartbeat. But then again, I like doing this. So somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to bring you guys a little bit of entertainment about what they do on a daily basis driving for Uber. The struggles, the fun times, the stressful times, and all the different types of people that get in the car. But and I was asking them questions, or trying to talk to them. They would talk a little bit, and then it wouldn't. But they said the place was bad, but then they were talking about other stuff. So I'm like, just be honest, be your guy. Like, oh, it was great, it's nice, pretty girls, fun time, whatever. I don't know. Some people are like I don't know. Like, I don't care. I'm a guy. I've been to them. I'm going on a special occasion. I'm not just gonna go, but you guys are on vacation. Two of you, go for it, man. I mean, better off going with a couple people than going by yourself. You know, I'm not gonna do it. But See, my nose is so dry. I think I'm gonna call tonight. It's like 10:30. It's like 10:30. I'm not really getting any Premier rides. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. So I'm waiting on these videos to upload, but I tell you what, it's like I get some good rides, I do good, and then it just like dies off. And then I do some more rides, and it's just like I can't steady keep getting like make some money, man. It's rough. It's so frustrating, but I don't know. Like, it's great. Like, oh, I made $65 an hour for 2 hours, and then nothing. And then it's like, oh, I'm getting a comfort ride, and then a comfort ride, and then here's an XL ride, and then an 899 Premier ride, and it's like I can't. I just can't make a whole bunch of money. It's like I made more doing regular Uber, but it was like I drove more miles. So, and then trying to edit the content, try to do school. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that goes into doing all this. There's a lot of people don't realize, and it makes it tough. It's stressful. But I just have to figure out a better management to do it, though. That's all I gotta do. I'll figure it out, though. One way or the other, I'll figure it out. But it's definitely stressful. But tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is it's 11 o'clock, so I made like 150. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are weird sometimes. At least I made like 200 yesterday. Tomorrow, though, I'm gonna have to work earlier. I had to do a couple things today, so I had no choice. But tomorrow, I'm just gonna work daytime and then work night. I'm gonna work a long shift. I'm gonna have to. I do Uber, Lyft, whatever. I'm just gonna work as much as possible next 2 days. Try to make some money. I just gotta figure out a better system or something, but it'll all come together. It's just it ain't always easy. It definitely isn't. But it's whatever. I'll figure it out. One thing I always do is I'll figure it out. One way or the other, I'll figure it out. It just takes a little bit of time sometimes. So, get out, make sure it's clean.